opportunity, you're going to show more value for that business owner. If you said that you'd like to incorporate some testimonials for his video, that business owner is going to be perceiving his video having more value, and then you are actually improving the odds that you might be picking up more business by tapping in the network of testimonials from that client. On the day of the shoot, testimonials I find are often, unless there are people who are very introvert and they've been doing that before, they are going to be a little bit nervous, maybe a little bit of anxiety about the process of doing that video and that testimonial. So first of all, what I do is I always thank the people who come for a testimonial. I thank them for doing that for my client. That's a number one. Number two, I ask them what time do they have to leave. I want to show right off the bat that we are respectful of their time, and I confirm to them that they will be gone on time. So that's number two. Number three, I put them at ease. So how do I do that? I explain the process. I tell them, you're not going to look in the camera, you'll be looking at me. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and then it will be in and out. Is that good for you? Yes, no problem. So I make sure that they are not anxious about the process anymore. And when and then we are set up with lights and everything before I bring them in front of the camera. When I bring them in front of the camera and we mic them, usually the type of questions that I ask would be, number one, how did you connect with my client? How did you find out about my clients? Why did you connect with my clients? So that's a very open-ended question that gives them an opportunity to speak about how the process happened and why. What were they looking for? Number two, the question I like to ask is again a very open-minded question, which would be, can you share with me about the experience that you've had dealing with my client? Can you share with me the experience that you've had dealing with my client? So I find when it comes to testimonials, you need to ask very open questions like that gives them an opportunity to share. Now, because you have to remember, they've already been thinking about something they want to say about that client. They've already been rehearsing in their mind. So you need to give them space and an opportunity to actually say these things that they've been thinking about saying about that client. So that is really important to give them that space, and also to remember that usually the best material you're going to get, the best content you're going to be getting from a testimonial is right at the beginning. Testimonials are usually short, they don't have a lot to say, and usually you're going to get that good material right at the beginning. And the third question I like to ask is a question that is very simple and usually generates good enthusiasm. Is the question of, would you recommend my client to any of your friends or family members? And usually they love to say, yes, of course I have and I will, refer. So this is it. That's a simple way of dealing with testimonials, and why I really like to deal with testimonials. And when you actually present the concept of getting a video done to your client, a lot of time these clients may have a tab on their website that says testimonials or clients, and usually what they have is text and a first name, So I make sure that they understand that having text on a website, people don't just really simply don't trust it. But when you actually have video testimonials, that it is very powerful, and the reason why is I get them to agree on that. The body language does not lie. So when you ask a question like, share your experience with me dealing with my client, and suddenly they smile, or they're enthusiastic, or they show some excitement or emotions or whatever it is, then that body language is what potential new clients are going to be connecting with. not a bunch of text on the website that most people don't read. So this is how to